Welcome to the bagger life, take 2. So we are packed up and ready to ride out into the Ochocos. This is Sean's setup. 2 side bags, fuel bags under there, small tank bag. Got the GPS set up. He's obviously got much more space on his bars. But pretty much the same as my bike. With a few subtle differences. He's also got the new spring on his. And, I guess it's worth mentioning that he's got that gear, plus he's running that backpack. And then my setup is, I've got the backpack, tool tire kit on the front, side bags, water, fuel bag on the top with the rest of my junk in there, and a tank bag for my other accessory stuff with the GPS on board there, and that's the cross clamps are probably why I don't have as much space. All right, so there's a look at what we're doing for off-road. The trip into Primeville's not going to be that interesting. I may shoot some footage when we get gas, and I will see you there. All right, so nothing real exciting. 2-gallon bag, got a gallon and a half in both bikes. We're in a little town of Primeville. We're gonna go right there to Debbie Sue's Cafe and get breakfast. Then we're gonna hit the road and up into the Ochocos and go ride. Oh, hold on, I'm recording. All right, guys, so hopefully you can hear me. We've had breakfast. We're on the bikes. We're getting ready to head out of town. If there's anything interesting to show you, I'll turn the camera back on. This is test footage I shot as we were riding out of Primeville, and it worked out even better than I hoped. On the big bikes, I have a static setup that holds the camera forward, hardwired into power, and I have a giant memory card. And I turn the camera on and I just let it roll for the entirety of the ride. I don't have space on the bars to do that. So I have moved over to a wrist mount GoPro holder that's on my left hand. And I decided before it got to the critical point where I wanted to film, I should try figuring out how to turn it on, flip it up, what that was going to be like. You know, this bike doesn't have cruise control, so every time I want to manipulate the camera, I have to let go of the throttle. The footage actually worked out to be a lot better than I had hoped, and you guys get to see a little bit more of what we see. And as I roll through and get used to this system, hopefully the footage gets even better. I haven't looked at the second day footage yet, but we'll get to see that together. So we're starting to get up in the Ochocos, pulling a fairly steep hill up towards Walton Lake. And this is where the bikes that we've named the Green Weenies really start to show their performance level. They started out life as KLX 300s, and they've been modified into lightweight adventure bikes. So they're packing 50 plus pounds of gear, 200 plus pound riders, and coming off big torque monster road bikes where you just get up into high gear and then use your right hand to modulate how fast you want to go. These things, they don't necessarily struggle, but they run up to 9,000 RPMs, which is a whole different thought process, and you have to go through your gears much more frequently to find that sweet spot to have the power to climb the hill, and you just can't go as fast as you want. Top speed on the highway is probably right around 70-75 miles an hour the way we have them geared, and with all the gear and the wind resistance that they're pulling, they're really happy at about 61 miles an hour. 62, 63, they start to walk back and forth on the road, which was really a different experience. But, you know, they are what they are, and we knew that they were going to be sort of underpowered, lightweight adventure bikes struggling to do what we want them to do, and that's all part of the fun of taking them out and riding them. The nice thing about them is they have an amazing brake capability as we roll up to something that I pointed out as Sean was trailing behind me, and he said we should stop and see that, and we dropped from 50 miles an hour to a reasonable speed to make the turn in microseconds. And this first find just looked like it was an abandoned building, but actually turned out to be something really cool. You get to see what we see. So drop your guess in the comments. What do you think this is? What do you think we're going to find? I pulled it up on the internet, and it's actually not even what we thought it was, but it is interesting. So let me know. All right. All right. First cool thing, out on the way to Big Summit Prairie. Looks like the remnants of some kind of waterworks project. Up that way, this definitely looks like it could have been, at one point in time, a cistern. I'm going to tell you there's a little creek that flows right down there. Narrow gauge mining railroad track. Interesting. Okay, hold on. That looks like the remnants of some kind of old cart.
Except for there's a wasp nest right there.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
I didn't eat others too them in here. And it doesn't know that. Before I already got stones, but I didn't.
Huh.
Dude, we gotta get metal detectors and come up with it.
Yeah.
This would be a fun place to metal detect. There might be some cool shit down in the ground here.
I can't see down in there, but you guys can. What's in there? Oh, I just think I'll hurt myself doing that. I looked at that and thought, yeah, no. Oh, check that shit out. Fucking, there's a whole nother building back up in there.
Oh, wow. Oh, sweet. That's what in there.
Oh.
What the hell was this? Furnace?
Yeah.
Like a smoker or something.
No, that's exactly, it would have been a furnace.
That is weird.
Yeah, this was all set up with water at one point in time.
Well, I'm not walking all the way up there, Dickie. We have motorcycles.
Oh.
I'll walk over here and look at this house, and then I'll ride up there before we leave.
Good point.
See, that's why you brought me along.
That's why I take him. Otherwise, I'd just be walking all over the place.
And we got a shape that we can't just be walking off. We worked on that hard.
Yeah, we did.
Can't let all these good beers go to waste. Watch her boards get nailed in it. Cool. Probably shouldn't stick my head in there without a mask. Get the coronavirus. Yeah, I'm not loving there, not with all that rat shit. Yeah, I never worried about that with pigs. Running shit all the time like that.
Yeah. It's a nice size house, second floor. Huh.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. All right, since I don't have unlimited battery, we'll see at the next house that's just right over there. Well, I'm not 100% sure, but it's looks like some kind of fucking mine structure. Check this shit out. Down there, down there, down there. That looks like there's a trommel with an old wooden sluiceway in it. Oh yeah. Down into something. A different kind of separator. And then there's another one even farther down. What's that?
This building doesn't look very stable, so be careful.
It's poured on giant concrete slabs.
Yeah, I'm more on the roof.
Yeah, the roof looks fucking good.
Really? It's all falling down over here.
It's got like true size fucking timber with gang plates with fucking nails in them.
Okay. I'm definitely hot down. Oh. Guess I should have took my helmet off. I didn't think it was gonna
Oh yeah, that runs out that way. That's fucking cool.
Oh, now I really need a gold detector. I'm wondering how much gold we could find just in those boards.
Yeah, I don't know.
This is going to be the tailings file here. Maybe it goes down into this.
That's some kind of separator. Let's walk up and see what's here. This is definitely where they were feeding material in. So where were they getting it from? Well, there's a road that goes up and around and out back that way. There's some kind of pile there, so yeah, I don't know. It's definitely old. I don't know if it was a load mine or some kind of a placer setup. But there you go. Mine set up out in the middle of the Ochocos. Oh, there's even another little something down over there. That looks like an upside down collector of some sorts, probably yarded out of the bottom building. and even smaller hopper bend to separate whatever they were after.
Rabbit.
Oh, maybe they're after rabbits, yeah. Well, there you go. We're roughly a half hour into our trip, and that's the first find. All right, well, we'll see what else we come up with. So Google says that that is the abandoned Blue Ridge mine. And apparently they mined for mercury in that mine, which is the way it is set up like it is. As we continue ahead, we sort of get into the edge of the Big Summit Prairie, and then we'll sort of dip back into the forest and the trees, and then we get into a little bit of that high desert environment as we cruise through and back into the forest with the cows that are roaming on the road, back into the Big Summit Prairie area, and then we cross over a little hill and we're in the river valley. This is the North Fork of the Crooked River, and then we come to the end of the pavement and turn into Deep Creek Campground. We do a full loop of the campground to assess absolutely the best possible open spot to camp, and we find something that's near the bathroom, near water, near the water dump station, and near the river, and we go ahead and claim that spot and get ready to get set up for camping and further riding. I can't have it like up.
Right, that's what I meant. Yeah, so you can throw all your stuff in it. But I guess we could throw all your stuff in my tent. So.
Well, I can just stake it to the ground and it'll just flop over on top of it.
Oh, okay.
Back up at the entrance where that board and sign were. Yeah, I can stake my tent out, but when I want it to be like erect, the tent poles are the bike.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the pay thing's right there under that little roof.
Okay.
You want to do... you want to do this one, or you want to do that, whatever that lake was?
I kind of like this spot.
Okay, I don't care. It's got a pit toilet right there.
Yeah.
I'm assuming across the barbed wire fence is the lake?
The river.
River? Whatever. All right, well...
Find Lookout Mountain.
After... Are you still on? After 5 minutes of debate, this is the camp spot. So, picnic table, water dump spot over there, pit toilet, no neighbors yet. Somebody on this side, a few people in the back, big space in the middle, power tree. I mean, what more could you want? There's the power tree power. Oh, look at that, we got our own flower. Spot number 9. Definitely powers something. You know, well, there you go. That's what it powers. Not a lot of water, but it has water. All right. For the low price of $11 a night, we'll take it. And whoever camps next to us, they get a complimentary pair of sandals. So, oh, that one has a fire ring. I wonder if ours has a fire ring. Oh, ours has a fire ring. Wood's a little bit too fucking big, though. It's okay. We'll make it all work. Oh, there's enough wood there for a fire. Somebody already broke it up for us, too. We are good to go. And we have our own multicolored rock. Okay, well, camera's gonna go off and shit's gonna get set up. So we got camp set up, and I'll show you that when we get back out. But we took a little ride, and down the road there's this. This is Cottonwood Pit, and there are fucking fish jumping all over the place. And we didn't bring any fishing poles. Oh well, you live and you learn. I didn't have enough space anyway. But we're gonna throw some shorts on and go jump in the water and cool down, so we'll see you in a while. Well guys, we've been riding around and we finally made it up to the top of Wolf Mountain, where they have a enormous fire lookout tower and some other structures, some other stuff going on. Let's go up to the first or second deck and see if there's any good views. All right. They have a sign that says, danger, do not climb. That's correct. Use the fucking stairs. Okay. Decent view of the Ochoco Range. We'll go up one more and see what it looks like. God, could you imagine being all the way up this thing and having to go to the bathroom? You'd never make it to the bottom. Oh yeah, there we go. All right, kind of out in the middle of everything. I imagine that from the top there's a pretty commanding view. We're not super high up, just 2 flights. Bike's making sort of a weird sound, so I'm gonna go down and take a look at that, see what I can figure out, and then we'll see if we end up any other place. All right, check in with you in a while. So anyway, we noticed that there was a little bit of excessive loose play in the chain, so we've tightened that up, and hopefully that you can see it was rubbing on something. Hopefully that fixes the sound I've been hearing. I think the general plan is to now ride back to camp, so we're gonna go do that, and then I can show you what camp looks like, and then we'll get up again and ride tomorrow. All right.
Do our second favorite thing. Motorcycles first, then eating. That's our favorite.
Yes, food. All right, well, amongst heading back to camp and all the GPS problems with it trying to route us all the way back to the beginning of what we were doing, I noticed that my fender bag, because I got this tire bag up here, is sort of flopping around, and it's the fucking fender that's loose. So we're gonna stop and see if we can get that fixed or take it off, one or the other. Be back in a minute. All right, well, that only took a couple minutes, and I had 2 of the 3 bolts I needed, and one of the inserts has popped out, so I'll have to order that later. Just took the tube bag off there, and we'll run it without it, and we'll keep it in the back bags. And lesson learned. You need to take blue Loctite and Loctite down your bolts under your fender if you're gonna put a tire bag on there. All right, we'll see you back at camp. All right, guys, the light's fading fast, but we made it back to camp. I pulled the bike up next to the tent that I already had staked out, and I got set up. I think I did an unboxing or review. This is the Abel Brown moto camping tent. It sort of has the footprint of a 2-man tent, but it's set up for 1 person. It uses your bike as a frame. It has a little covered vestibule here that gives you a little more storage space under it. Has a vent there. This whole wall is vented. You can see how much space. It has quite a bit of space over to the side, but the roof slopes down. But this whole rain fly, if it's super hot, can just be rolled up and attached at the top to get it out of the way. And then you have basically the whole mesh bag to sleep in to keep you away from the mosquitoes. It attaches with these straps. Of course, the vestibules guide out. I just did that because it's the first time I'm using it. I'm setting it up. And it has a little sort of vestibule awning on this end, and a door over here as well, so you can go in either side. Opposed to your sort of traditional leg style dome tent. It's not cheap. Doesn't come with poles. It's not the smallest thing to pack up, but it's sort of one of those novelty items. I mean, the bike provides some shelter for it. You don't have to pack poles on a moto camping trip. Yeah, I think it's gonna work. We've got all the gear pulled out, having Mountain House for dinner. Toolkit, fold-out chair, stoves, all that stuff. So I will see you guys in the morning, and hopefully I've had a decent night's sleep. I can't imagine that there's gonna be any problems with the tent, but if there is, I'll let you know. All right, peace out. Hey, thanks for watching the video. I really hope it motivates you to get out and have an adventure of your own. And if you would consider hitting the like and perhaps the subscribe button, that motivates me to make more videos, motivate our people to get out and ride. Have a good one.